Hi y'all. Guess who's back? Back again. And it's not Slim Shady, sorry. But today is the second Sunday of the month, which means it was just our imagination challenge. And for any of y'all who want to join this challenge, it's open. You can. All you gotta do is hit up Brenda or me, because I host this with my best friend Brenda from Rustic Lace DIYs. And every month we choose a winner from the previous month to be our co-host. So anyway, if that sounds like something, and we have 3 challenge items, if it sounds like something y'all be interested in, check it out. But to all y'all who aren't doing the channels right now, and maybe should have a channel because they're better than a lot of us out here, y'all, I hope you enjoy it. Sit back and relax, and we will talk more about it later on in the video. But as for now, yes, I'm still sick. But let's get on with the video. Okay, y'all, right here, I got 2 of those wood-sized tines from the Dollar Tree. Brenda sent those to me. Yes, Brenda, can you believe she sent me something? I know, right? Anyway, excuse me. So I'm just going to pull the hangers off of them and remove the stickers and try to get all them jute hairs that was stuck left behind. And here, there's no particular rhyme or reason to this, but I'm just cutting off the edges there because I want to glue those together, and I want them to be flat, like, so I'll have, so it would just glue together better. So I cut just a piece off. And then I take some wood glue and a little tiny bit of hot glue. And I know that makes carpenters cringe. Yeah. And it's only for video purposes. I'm going to glue those together. And then, look, they're not even laying flat together because of that glue. But I take some paint stir stick pieces that I have a whole tote of those. And I'm going to glue them just like you see there on the corners, one on each corner, because I want it to be higher than my little things are going to give me, just a tad bit. And these, because I'm going to pick out 4 that's approximately the same height. That's those sticks you get from the Dollar Tree. I've had these for like 4 years, you guys, seriously. And I'm going to glue 1 on each corner. Now, I haven't seen them at my store since I got them. So, when I got them 4 years ago, I got some of all of them. And I'm glad I did. Yep. Wait a minute. I think I did find 1 bag at some random time. So, anyway, whatever. And then I'm going to take burnt umber and spray it down with water here. And try to stain my wood. But listen. Every time I try to stain one of these, I've already tried the antique wax. It looked terrible. I tried my my favorite home decor wood tint, and it just got real dark. But it just always just doesn't work out well for me. But I'm going to take one of these mushrooms from the Dollar Tree, and they have them all the time, but they sell out fast. And they come in the boxes with the rhinoceros and whatever else comes with that, like a giraffe or something. I don't know. But Miss Rose Turner sent me those cute little tiny tadpole or mushrooms there. And then the other ones, those ones that's laying there, I got in the fall last year. But Rose, didn't you send me 2 different kinds? Because I can't find 1 bag of them. Only those cute little ones there. But I'm going to paint like 2 of them in pink, 2 of them in blue, 2 of them in, and all the bottoms I'm going to paint in cashew. And I painted my big one blue, which I wish I would have painted it pink, and you'll see why after a while. But anyway, so, and then I'm going to take my embossing tool. It's got 2 sizes on one, and I got another one that's got 2 sizes on it. Those come from Dollar Tree also. And I just make different size little polka dots on all my mushrooms. And then I'm going to take these show-offs, which I just showed myself off right there, didn't I? From the Hobby Lobby. And they're little, like, dot stamper makers. And I put little dots on in the cashew color. And then I'm like, no, this is not working. So I redo it. And these are so cute. Brenda sent me these. She sent me a door in the window, little gnome houses and stuff. And so I'm going to stain them in the burnt umber. And then there was something else I was going to tell you, and I already forgot. I'm sitting here trying to think of it. But I just use a wet wipe and dip it in the paint and wipe it on. And then I'm going to take two of these little people from the Dollar Tree. You can get now peg dolls now from Dollar Tree. And I'm going to paint one bottom half in blue and one pink, well, salmon coral and night sky. And I'm going to take a 10 millimeter half bead, and I'm going to glue it on the front of their faces for their noses. And I'm going to take this beautiful ribbon from Danny Steinmeier. It's gorgeous. She got it at Hobby Lobby in the fall. The reason I know, Brenda had got her some in the fall, and I was like, oh, I needed that in my life, and it was too late for me, but then Danny sent me some, and she didn't even know. I just wanted it. Oh, and then, I'm sorry, that pretty pink one I got from Sam's this year, they have them there now. I love it. It's so pretty. But that almost matches that salmon coral perfect. And challenge item was a paintbrush, and I couldn't find anyone, chippy brushes, and that's what I wanted. And I'm like, great. So I was like, well, I'll just use one of my old ones from the house, where all my old ones look like that, like turd. And I didn't have a good one, but I'm like, well, you know what? The show must go on. So I took that one apart. And those are weird when you get them open. That's like styrofoam, y'all. And, yeah. So after I got mine all tore apart, I'm going to stick some hot glue to the side of her face. Now, this has been cleaned. It just doesn't look like it. And I'm going to hot glue that to her face, which kind of looks like, ew, gross. Ugh. But, you know, just looks like she has an ombre hair dye, you know, hairstyle, whatever. Her hair's dyed ombre style. And for him, I'm going to glue it to his face on each side. He looks like ZZ Top. And I put some in the center right under his nose. Yeah, see, right there. I tried to lay them between scissors so they wouldn't roll everywhere, and I just couldn't get them to stop. See, ZZ Top, and for any of y'all who know who ZZ Top is, thank you. That way I don't feel so old. But anyway, yeah, I just add it and to thick as I like it. And, yeah, you see him. Anyway, what I had to do was get another cheapy brush that matched that one hairstyle looking wise, hair color wise, and cut more off of it to put up underneath his nose, because it was hard to get it to stay up there, but I got it. I just put that glue down there and just mashed it in, and then it was fine. And then here I'm taking pieces of that ribbon I'd cut off, and I'm going to wrap it around. I glued it to the top of the little nose, and I'm going to wrap it around their backs and for their hats. And, yeah, that's all I'm doing right there. So, anyway, yeah. And then I'm going to make a seam and hot glue it together. I don't know why I left so much in. I'm just like, maybe it's because I've been talking so slow lately. For mid-second, I thought I still was talking that slow, falling asleep on y'all. But no, not today. Y'all see what I'm doing here and just wrapping around. Now, hers I pulled a little bit different because of her hair and his beard. And I had to cut a little piece off there, like down at an angle, but I just still glued the seam together, and yeah, and then just it's fine. It still looks good, but anyway, and then just shut it up there. I burnt myself so many times making these. So, and then I'm going to take that baker's twine, and I went ahead and looped it because I'm making, I know, little ties in her hair, y'all. This was harder than what you could ever imagine because the bristles on those brushes are obviously very stiff. And I was like, oh my goodness, I'm never going to get it. But I double knot it, and I just cut off the excess, and then I'm just going to tack it down with a little bit of hot glue. Yeah, and now she's got little tiny, and hair was falling out everywhere, so I just cut off what fell out the best I could. Yeah. And those little flowers from Shirley, those come just in time because that little purplish, bluish one matches that ribbon perfect. And it just suited it just perfect. I was just so happy. Look, oh. And then I didn't have nothing for his hat, so I just glued a little ladybug on there. And I was like, look at them. Oh, my goodness, the Top family. But anyway, and I and not erased. I sanded off and then repainted that, and I added pink dots to it. And here I'm hot gluing my door on. Now I painted my door, and I didn't have my camera on, but I just put blue down the center. There was a little heart on it. I painted in that salmon coral, and then painted it in cashew around the edge. And then there's my little window, and I'm gluing it because this is their house. Y'all, this is so cute. Oh no. I'm just cleaning off that glue. It dries clear, but it still just bugs me, especially if it's hot glue. I will dig that out. But anyway, this, I blew my own mind. So I'm going to sand down my paintbrush there best I can. And first, I stained it with antique wax. That just wasn't jiving with me. I'm like, I don't know. You smell it when I'm cooking? Oh, I'm sorry. You catching what I'm throwing? Oh, no. You picking up what I'm putting down? Oh, Sammy says that one all the time, don't she? Anyway, I don't know what I'm doing. So I take some, what color is that? That is cashew. And I go around it like lightening up my wood some. There was a look I was going for. And I think I achieved it, but not with my tray. I stressed. Then I took hazelnut, and this is where I left it. I stippled hazelnut, oh yeah, that's going to be my tray. Hazelnut chalk paint on it, and you guys, I love this little tree. But I take one of those wood slices I got from the Dollar Tree, I don't know, last year before last, around Christmas time. And I'm going to wood glue and hot glue them down. And then those little teeny tiny wood slices I accidentally bought last year at Christmas time from Amazon, I'm going to make a little paved walkway with it. I'm so extra. I know. And I think I'm going to do a giveaway and give this away. I've still not hit my 30,000, of course. I don't even think I hit 25,000, y'all. It's just creeping now. But I'm going to take one of those styrofoam balls. I'll end up using a medium one, not the small one, because I just want it to be bigger. And I jab the pointy end of my paintbrush down in that ball, and then I dump a bunch of hot glue in it, and then I stick it back on there. And, yeah, I think I'm going to do a giveaway and give this little set away, y'all. You all tell me if you're interested. If you're interested, say yes, please, in the comment box, and I'll pick a winner from that. And anyway, so I just take my embossing tool and poke a bunch of holes in it. Oh, I take that pick from the Dollar Tree. It took 2 of them, you guys. 2 of them. And, yep, I poked holes in it, put glue in it, and then stuck the pieces in it. And then anywhere I saw a little white spot, I'd cut some of them in half and stuck them down in it. And till it took all but like 2 pieces, seriously, little tiny pieces that I cut off. But anyway, so, yeah, that's what I'm doing here forever. And look at my tree. Oh, my gosh. Look, you guys, it's so cute. But first, we got to glue our house on. I'm like, I should have glued 2 of those together, made the roof, and went all out and did more. But I didn't. I mean, there's 3 DIYs that make this video because the one just stressed me out. And then I'm going to hot glue my tree down. And then, oh, that's their table. And then these little totes. Oh, there's that little fence from Dollar Tree. I wanted to cut the flowers off and put that fence up around there, and I just couldn't make it work. But, oh, those little mushrooms are their chairs. His is pink, or hers is pink, and his is blue. And then that is their lamp on their table. I couldn't decide which side I wanted on. How crazy, right? And then I put these little mushrooms all up the side because that's their little walkway lights, you know. And another little stump stick thing from the Dollar Tree with a mushroom on it. And then, a little squirrel from that one pack of stuff. And I found at the Dollar Tree. And, you know, it's one of them little square wooden boxes. Had a little squirrel in it last fall. Look at him in front of the tree. Oh, no. I didn't paint him or anything. I didn't want to hide him. But look at this. Oh, it is just too precious. Look at it. I know. People don't like gnomes, and I'm not a gnome person, and I say that all the time, but every time I make them, I'm like, look how cute these all were. But then I see them at the store, and I'm like, man, I think I just like my own gnomes. I know. Anyway, I just love them. Look at them. They're just so cute. they need a good home. Yes. Okay, y'all, today it was just our imagination challenge, and it is a challenge because these challenge items this time, we need to use a paintbrush. I know, a hula skirt, I picked it, Brenda picked a paintbrush, and then Robin picked a dog leash, and I'm like, oh no, what in the world would I do with a dog leash? And Robin is the winner last month of the challenge. And these are the items she won with. Look at these little flowers she made out of ribbon spools, you guys. And then, oh, that was just, look at that. That is what, like, me and Brenda's just like, oh no. And then that was her dupe of Brenda's. So, anyway, sorry that went so fast. But look, Dollar Tree has new tape. Y'all know I'm obsessed. I keep rolls and rolls of it here. And that one's bigger. And I was like, yes, please. And I grabbed 2 of them and watch it not be a thing. It'd just be they got a bulk from some other store. But anyway, I chose a hula skirt. I have no idea why. And you know what? It just caused me nothing but stress and heartache. Like a reprobate child, you know what I'm saying? The prodigal. Anyway, so I'm going to take half of it off. I cut the string and take about half of it off. I mean, that's the only way I can tell you. Because I bet you nobody will ever recreate this. But I take 4 pieces and tape them together with masking tape, which equals 8 strands. Because it's one big giant piece folded in half. And then you're going to go over, I don't know where under, then over, then under, then over, all the way across like you're basket weaving, you know what I mean? And then, and it's real simple, that's all you do. I did tape it up the top, try to keep it in place, but it has a mind of its own, y'all. It's possessed. And then the next strand that we taped down, we went under, then over, because the first one we went, wait a minute, this time we went over and under. Y'all better be glad you can see what I'm doing. Could you imagine how confused you'd be if you couldn't see what I was doing? Oh, no. Thank goodness there's television now, not just talk radio, because, oh, no. Anyway, when we got to the end, I just started taping each end piece like that. All the way around it. All the way around. And then I started grabbing it. First what I did was tied the one that had the jute in it. And then I start grabbing it all up together, just like you see there, and putting like ponytails in it. I had rubber bands, and I was like wrapping each section up together, like the north, south, east, west section. You know, all the north with the north, anyway. And I'm putting a pizza pan in there, and I'll have to explain that pizza pan later. And tighten it up just to see how well it's going to fit. And then once I get it to how I know it's going to fit, I cut off. And I should have paid better attention. You'll see why later. But I cut off all the excess, that mess that's going everywhere. Those tentacles. Yeah. And then I start hot gluing it down. Then I was in trouble after this. And then with the hot glue, I put masking tape on that to try to flatten those down as flat as I could get them. And make sure they'd stay, and y'all. And then I just went tape crazy and hot glue crazy. And I could not repair it after the damage done. Anyway, and here I just grabbed a piece of cardstock and I'm drawing a leaf, petal the best I could. The best I can. I can't talk either. And what turns out to be entirely too big. And of course I cut it out. And then I get me some of that burlap from the Dollar Tree, and I had to iron this, y'all. And that petal was entirely too big when I traced it, and I was only going to be able to get 2 petals out of it. And I was like, oh, no. So I can't tell you what size it is. I know it started off to be an 8x10 size sheet, and I kept the 10 length and the 8 width at the bottom. And then after I cut it again, I have no idea. Yeah. Anyway. And then just cut out all of our petals. And I got that wire jute from the Dollar Tree. That's an old one, and it's so much thinner and better made than that newer one. So, but it's still the same amount of footage, but it's thicker and crazier. But I hot glued it around all of my petals. All of them. And I know hot glue's not going to stay because this is made to be outside. So I took Beacon fabric tack glue after I cut off all that excess nasty stuff that was left over. And I glued that jute to that, I glued the burlap to that jute from the backside. Yes, with the beacon fabric tack. And then I burn off all the mess. So, I'll show you what I did with my pizza pan. So, first I'm going to pick off that giant booger. And then I'm going to sand it down real good. And that's because I had intentions of doing something different with it. It was still going to be a giant flower outside, but not like this. And anyway, and I measure in 2.5-inch increments because, and then I take a nail and just pound holes in it. And I do 3 sets of 2 holes at 2.5 inches apart, because you still can use this to put a tomato stick behind, because it was going to be a big old giant flower that stood in the yard with a big old fat bee I made. But yeah, it just didn't work out. I needed it for this. But I put some wire ties in it from Miss Wanda Cruz. Thank you, Wanda. And I put that round in there. It's 11.5 inch, supposed to be 12, that I got from Amazon forever ago. And then these are those domino pieces from that domino game. And I'm going to take Aileen's tacky glue and hot glue and glue 2 of them together. And I can't remember how many sets I have. We'll see. We'll learn together. And I'm going to take this, that glue that is Gorilla Glue. And it's supposed to be on a damp surface, if it's a surface like this or glass or something. And it worked. So from now on, I'll make sure I dampen it. I'm thinking, how many other glues do I have to dampen before I use? Anyway, and we're just going to stick them all down and around the pie pan, pizza pan. Well, this thing does look like a pie, and the petals kind of look like pizza slices. So, but it looks like an apple pie or something. Yeah, I just wasn't happy. I was like, oh, I should have just left it like that, build a crust on it, and put American as apple pie. But I didn't. Oh, you guys see what I'm doing with all the glue, the hot glue, and Aileen's and all that mess? I'm so sorry. And the Gorilla Glue. Anyway, I wet it again and dampened it down and put Gorilla Glue all the way around the outside of that there. Yeah, I am so sorry, y'all. I went off on a tangent. And I taped it down just for the sake of hoping it would just stay on there. It did. It's tough. And then you all saw I'd already put all that together. Yeah. So anyway, that's how my pizza pan was done. And, yeah, what a mess, huh? And then I start hot gluing the petals on. And see, later I do go in with, and at this point still I didn't realize my thing was offset. Like, I couldn't, I mean, no matter what I did with the leaves, if I still want to put that on a stake or hang it upright, I got it crooked because the center of it, the hula skirt was tilted, so they're going down at an angle. But anyway, it's just the whole thing. But I just hot glued the petals on for now. And then it ended up looking like a starfish. And I was like, no, I'm not happy with this. This is not going to work for me. And it looked like Patrick from SpongeBob. Anyway, Patrick's funny, the broccoli song. Anyway, I cover it with some spare pieces of jute because, or I keep calling it jute, burlap, because that's what I had was just pieces. I didn't have a piece big enough to cover it after cutting all of mine up. And I did what I could. This is about the most hillbilly redneck looking mess of something I've ever seen. But, oh well, it is what it is. And I cut little slits in it and run my wire ties up through it. And I take Aileen's tacky glue and I attach that entire burlap bit mess to the back of my pizza pan there. And then, yeah, look at it. See there, it looks like a pie that's, blueberry pie is ready to explode or something. That's right. It's a frankenflower, I call it. Anyway, there it looks. Flower. I had to add 5 more petals to it, and I just filled in the gaps around it because the starfish thing was just like, no, I can't deal with this. So that's what I did. Made 5 more petals and hot glued them down and around, and Aileen's tacky glue them later, and the whole 9. So anyway, I don't know why I'm showing all this. Well, I went in to take care of it, and it already moved on to this. So I'm going to take a nautical rope, the jute nautical rope, and I'm going to go around the back of that twice and cover all that mess up. And then I'm going to take and do the same thing to the front there. Now, there I tried to get it like up underneath that ledge, you know, to bring it together. And then, of course, make it be more glue supported, like holding it together. I don't know what I'm saying. And y'all, I should have had more done. I was just sick, trying to work and be sick, and I just was miserable this week. But anyway, so yeah, I just wrapped that around there twice, and the second one I go up on the paint a bit. It's starting to look more like a flower now, isn't it now? Except it's still off-centered, but if I wanted to put it on the tomato steak and then it's not as pie-ish looking, we'll fix it. It still doesn't get 100%, but we fix it. But anyway, I cut it there in an angle, and I did give it 2 coats, like let one dry, and then give another coat of that dishwasher safe Mod Podge, because I don't have any outdoor Mod Podge. But also, I am going to spray it. I mean, you can hang this on the side of your house or on your porch or anything. And I'm going to take some antique wax, and I just lightly like brush some on, and then I'm going to take a paper towel and wipe it off. Yeah, to darken up that center, that hula skirt. My goodness, that's a long way from a hula skirt now, ain't it? And then I'm going to take that pretty greenery. I don't know why I didn't get more. I only got 3 of them, and I used 2 of them here from the Dollar Tree when they had it. I don't know why. But, Vicky, I recorded opening all your package. Thank you. I was just like, oh my gosh. And it took 28 minutes to open it. Now I got to figure out how to shorten it. Fracking at it in a video, woman. She sent me her entire craft room, you guys. Can't wait to show you. But anyway, and Kathy, yours is going to be in here. Oh my goodness, Kathy, these little boxes, you guys got to see them. Anyway, y'all see. So I take jute twine and I bunch the certain picks together after I cut them off, and then I take 4 pieces of eucalyptus from Miss Rose, and I bunch them together, and I'm just hot gluing them down. I know, right? And then I got these 3 sunflowers. 2 are from the Dollar Tree, and the one big one's from a big pick I got from Walmart on sale. But I'm going to take one of them foam balls, and I cut the end off of it to make it lay flat, because I want that big flower to like stick up above the other 2, because they're going to be sitting on that. Yeah, I had to make sure I glued their leaves on, because those leaves didn't come with that. Remember when I revamped them and made them like pretty when they looked like yeah, shabby. Anyway, I don't know what I'm saying. Anyway, yeah, so I don't know. Oh, so I hot glue them to the burlap. Or no, not the burlap, the stupid jute. I don't know what I'm saying again, guys. I just give up. So if I want to change the flowers out or the greenery, everything's glued to nautical rope or jute twine. Except that center flower, but I can pull it up out of the styrofoam and glue something else there. And then I took that, yeah, and twisted it, trying to make it stronger, and I hot glue burlap over top of that jute. And then I'm going to take and cut another piece of burlap and put Aleene's tacky glue on top of that. When that dries, that should hold that pretty good, you guys. And this thing is heavy, y'all. And look at it. It is massive. Let me see how big it is. You guys, it is 29 inches, almost 2.5 feet. From side to side and top to bottom. But yeah, those wire ties. Oh, you guys, I deleted this footage or forgot to hit record, but I took 11 by 14 canvas that I got from Family Dollar, I think 2 years ago. They had them marked down $1 a piece, and I bought the 5 of them. That's my last one. And I painted it with Rust-Oleum Linen White chalk paint. Now look, I'm always looking at rubble and transfers because I've fallen in love with them, but I remembered 2 years ago, I used a Wall Decal from Walmart, and I was like, ooh, let me look at Wall Decals. I went down a rabbit hole I should not have. Y'all, I bought, yeah. And this is going to be part of my 30,000 giveaway. You got 4 heads for like $7 or $8, $7.97 or $6.97, I can't remember. You got 2 just like that and 2 brown ones, right? And yeah, and of course I gave two to Brenda and I kept two, but I'm gonna get them again, and it's gonna be part of my giveaway. And y'all should see the chickens that I got. Look, I'll put them in my description box. Y'all need to seriously check it out. Way cheaper than rub-on transfers. Oh, but the third item was a dog leash. I'm so sorry. I'm just gabbing on. And I didn't know what to do with a dog leash. I just like, well, here you go. So I bought a black one. I put my little black and white cow on there. I just wrapped it around the ends like a frame. I guess that'd be a cheap frame. You wouldn't have to buy wood, if you wrapped it all the way around. But anyway, and it's going to cover up where I put my cow on there crooked too. And I just hot glue it down and cut it off. I don't know what to do with the dog leash. I was going to tie it around a plant, and I was like, well, somebody's going to use it as a plant hanger, and probably everybody's going to use it as a trim, I just didn't know. But anyway, on my cricket, I cut out, hey, y'all, and H-A-Y, of course, because I'm so clever. But anyway, and that was it for this one, you guys, and it was easy, and it's cute. You've got to see her face whenever we get up close. It just tickled me. I almost put a leash on her and put the leash around her neck and hung a bell on her, but look at her face. She's like, what? And what? There's a bunch of funny things I could have put. Look, I cut off the bottom of my Y. I wish I'd put my hay y'all up higher, but I can pull it off. That's removable vinyl and redo it. Oh, okay, y'all. Right here, I took this house. I'm repurposing it. I've had it for a while. A DIY I had I just got tired of it, so didn't want to get rid of the houses. So I sanded it down, and I originally painted it with, I was going to do the fancy thing. I'm like, I'm too tired. But with white, and I'm like, no, I need to paint it in cashew. So I went over and painted it in cashew. And then my phone starts doing this crazy slow motion thing, and I'm like, great. And so I took Crimson by Waverly and Ocean by Waverly, and in different little things, and I mixed antique wax in them, because that's how I like to get that, like Americana, and I did not put enough in there, so I'm like, great. But it was too late. So, and I put washi tape around my house there, and, made my stripe, and I painted the blue on the inside. But I was, like, taking masking tape to distress it, and, like, pulling it off and scraping it with my scraper to get the corners and stuff to just make it look old and vintage and beat up. And then I taken antique wax and try to do the wax on, wax off, and I was like, I'm not achieving the look I want. And so I finally did my home decor wood tint by Folkart, and then it was perfect, y'all. Y'all hear me? Perfect. Not yet, but yeah, you'll see. What am I doing? Oh, I'm saving my antique wax because I didn't want that away, and didn't mean to leave that in there. Okay, and then I got this board out of my little wood pile, and it is, it's a 2x4, but it was like a 7 1/4 inch. I'll go out to my husband's stuff, and I'll see it. I'll be like, oh, he ain't gonna use that, so I'll just snatch it up. But you don't really need that 1/4 inch, but I was too lazy again to go cut it off, and I just took my lineman pliers and my hammer there and just beat the snot out of it. And I'm going to use my 400 grit sandpaper. It's extremely fine. And I'm going to sand it down really, really good, you guys. And then, I got these little words from the Hobby Lobby. And they were $2.99 and 50% off. And it's got 4 words in it, 2 of each. You got America, July 4th, fireworks, and freedom. And I wanted the freedom word. And I painted it in cashew and was distressing in cashew. Oh, I stained my board with that home decor wood tint by Folkart. And then, and then look at the color of that house. I mean, it's perfect. Y'all see in a minute. But I take a nail and I poke it and work it around the very center, because I wanted the center, not the side of it. I wanted that nail go through right where that peak is. And then I'd pound it a little bit and wiggle around and, pound it, and then I take a screwdriver and start digging, like making it wider, and until I get all the way through it. And see that bell? I wanted my house to be the same color as that bell, and it is. And I don't know why that screen is so dark, but anyway, I undid the knot in it. It was $2.99 and 50% off, so it was $1.50, you guys. We would have paid $1.25 for it at the Dollar Tree. But I put tape on it. I ran it back up through my hole, and I put a knot in it again. And, I mean, it matches that bale perfect, you guys. That house does. But anyway, honk. I put that wood tint on my word, and, yeah. And then I hot glue my house to my little board there. And I glued my freedom word on there. I don't know what I missed, you guys. I missed half this DIY. But I took I didn't use that bow, some of that ribbon there from the Dollar Tree and cut it out because I felt like it was like empty, like it needed something around it there. But I cut it long ways, and I ended up wrapping it around each end of my little board there. And I took pieces and made a little scraggly looking bow thing, which ain't even really a bow. And I hot glued it to the top center of my house. And look at this. Oh, I love it. Oh, I just do. I do. It's like 4 pieces of fabric just shooting out like everywhere. But I love that bale. And I wanted my house like that bale. And it is. Oh, it just looks so good, you guys. I just can't believe it. So, I hope y'all enjoyed the video. I know things are just random and crazy, but that's just how they are here on my channel. If you're new here, to all my... what am I doing? Oh, this is everything. I was going to call you my oldies, but you aren't my oldies, you're my goodies. Anyway, if you are new here, I would appreciate you giving me a thumbs up or thumbs down, whatever. And subscribe. I'm trying to reach 30,000 subscribers before my birthday on September the 5th. And I got stuck like at 25,000. I don't even think it's hit it yet. But anyway, and we're going to have a pretty... what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a giveaway of napkins and rub-on transfers and things that I use and things that I have. And I think we're going to do 2. We'll see what happens. But, yeah, I love y'all to just, the moon and back from the bottom of my big old heart. And I'm so glad y'all are here and you come back every week to this insanity. Y'all mean the world to me. Have a blessed week. Bye. Hi, y'all. So, anyway, I'm feeling a little bit better today. Well, I'm feeling much better than what I was today. But, so... I got some more mail that I want to show y'all. And I got some prayer requests too, if y'all don't mind. But anyway, so this package is from Miss Kathy Franco. Kathy's been with me a while. I mean, yeah, a minute. So, y'all, I just... Kathy, I'm opening it upside down. So, she wrote me this little note, and it just makes me... I don't know. I mean, I love the notes and I love the cards, and me and Hope's going to start working on the wall. I know it's been 2 years almost, but we're going to start working on the wall. And you guys just... So, Kathy, I don't want to share everybody's personal information, but, you know, she had a stroke, and on her left optic nerve, and her right eye is hard to see, I love. And, you know, she stopped sewing and crafting, and I just really hate that. It breaks my heart. Because I know it's an outlet. It's an outlet for me, because if I didn't have it, I would be just running around here like holding one leg and just jumping around or something. I don't even know what I'd be doing. Robbing banks or something. I better not say that. They'll demonetize me. But anyway, so she sent me this little... chest, and I'm telling you, Kathy, that would have been awesome. It would have been beautiful, and if I had 25 of them, I would have made one. But she was going to make an advent calendar for her grandson, and I was like, oh, I'll make one for her grandson. I didn't have enough chests, so I was going to do that, Kathy. But maybe if I could find them somewhere, I can make you some. But anyway, she sent me some tumbling tire blocks, which y'all know we could always use. I burned through these like toilet paper. I don't even know. I mean, it's crazy. I know. I don't know what's on me. And then these craft sticks. Always. I mean, the last couple videos, you guys, I just used them. Oh, and Kathy, I will hang this note on the wall. I got a couple people didn't send me a card or a note or anything, and that's fine. I don't mind that. But a cutout package, like, here's one. I think I have one right here. No, I don't. So I just cut your name out off your package, and I'm just going to plaster it to the wall back there behind me. But anyway, and these you guys saw with my outhouse chicken coop. But here these are, you guys. They're so cute. They're so tiny. They're smaller than the ones at the Dollar Tree even. I mean, this would almost fit in the ones that I mean, y'all see my two little things. Look there. Oh, my goodness. They're so small. But an advent calendar would have been excellent. I mean, even if you set them up like that. I was thinking and put the numbers on them. And then, you know, have your little candy or whatever in there. I just thought that'd be so cute. But, yeah, Kathy, if you do want to send, how many do I have? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I have 12. I'm not being greedy, trust me. I have 12. And if you want to send me whatever equals 25, 13, I'll make your grandson advent calendar for you. And I will mail it back to you, of course, free of charge. But anyway, because, yeah, I mean, if you want him to have that, I just think that's awesome. And, yeah, anyway, and I'd make it how you want it. So, anyway, thank you so much, so very much, Kathy. So, keep her in your prayers, guys, that, you know, that God can touch her and heal her because, you know, he's still in the miracle business. I mean, but he can always, you know, heal her. And if not, you know, just touch her to be herself again, to feel good again, to just, you know what I mean. And I know he'll do it. And I know that she'll get there, but just keep her in your prayers, you know.